Coming up on Good Morning Texas, singer Ludacris comes to the 40 Acres.
And so did Olympian Allie Brazen.
Plus, a sweet Texas road trip.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas.
Good morning, Texas. I'm Lizzie Smith. Thank you for joining us for Wednesday, April 17th. As we settle into this cloudy Wednesday morning, we'd like to remind you that there are just 3 days left to donate in the Texas Student Media Support Student Voices annual fundraising drive. Support Student Voices helps this station continue to provide incredible newscasts, sports updates, and other fun shows. Plus, it provides a foundation for future staff and volunteers. If you'd like to donate, you can head over to supportstudentvoices.org and select Texas Student Television in the bottom right corner of the webpage. Now let's see what's going on in news and this week's weather with Abigail Arredondo. Abigail?
Thank you, Lizzie. In campus-related news today is Bike to UT Day. The university wants to honor Earth Day and aims to promote sustainability and alternative transportation. If you want to ride your bike to campus, parking and transportation will even feed you. They're offering breakfast at several locations around the 40 acres. You can stop by Greg or near the engineering buildings. And if you're at the Pickle Research Center, make sure to stop by the Red Granberry Trail. A new state bill is in the making. It aims to make sure people who are not wearing helmets while riding motorcycles are doing so legally. Before this bill, people could ride without helmets if they were 21 or older. Now they need to also complete a motorcycle safety course and have health insurance. This bill will allow police officers to pull over riders for not wearing a helmet if it passes. French officials say the Notre Dame Cathedral is structurally sound. A massive fire tore through historic Paris monument Monday. The building was significantly damaged. Its roof was destroyed along with its famous spire, but many of the cathedral artworks and artifacts are safe. Officials are launching an investigation into the cause of the fire, but for now consider the disaster an accident. Reports say French families and companies are gathering to fundraise money for the reconstruction. Back to you, Lizzie.
Thanks, Abigail. And what kind of weather can we expect this week?
Well, be prepared for today. We could face some rain that will increase to
80% throughout the day. The high will hover around 80 degrees and the temperature will drop to 61. Storms are expected to be severe in the later half of the day. There's a chance that hail may hit Austin. It's not confirmed, but make sure to take proper precautions when you're on your way to and from class. Thankfully, those storms clear out on Thursday. We can expect mostly sunny skies and a high near 75 degrees. In the evening, you can expect a low of 53 with clear skies. Even better, we'll finally have sunny skies this weekend. Friday's high will be around 80 degrees and a nice cool evening clocking in at 55 degrees. Saturday's weather will be very similar, although we close out our weekend with sunny skies and a high in the 80s. Sunday evening calls for clouds as storms move in for the next week. That's it for me. Live from the Weather Center, I'm Abigail Arredondo.
Thanks, Abigail. It sounds like those of you who plan to bike to UT might want to take a rain check, or at the very least, a raincoat. But rain or shine, we'll still be right here when we get back after the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Good morning, Abigail.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. It's the start of the early morning, but we're here.
We are here, thank goodness. It's another beautiful day in Texas.
I know.
So I think it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, for sure.
Abigail, so you did something really cool this weekend. You did a really cool story. What was that?
So I went to the Ludacris game and I got to cover the concert and he came to the 40 Acres, so it was really fun.
Oh my gosh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, what else can you tell me? Give me all the details.
Okay, so it was really fun. So as you know, the spring football game was last weekend and Longhorn City Limits kicked off the event with free live concerts. Ludacris was the evening's headliner.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I loved Ludacris when I was younger.
Me too. I remember him in middle school, elementary school even. And he performed many of his classic songs from the early 2000s. Before the crowd got to jam out to those old classics, I chatted with the team who organized this event. Let's check it out.
When we talked to Coach Herman and the staff, something was very important to them that was having a big name that really could speak to the recruits, the current players, but honestly to kind of generations. And Ludacris is the name that we came upon, and we worked with his team. We're able to get a contract in place and make it happen, and we're very excited for tonight.
It's so awesome that you got to see him and right here on campus too. That's just incredible. And you know, the cherry on top is that yet another famous face was hanging around UT this week. Two-time Olympian gymnast Aly Raisman. She was here just last night.
Wow, that's interesting. Two-time Olympic gold medalist Aly Raisman made her way to UT's campus yesterday to discuss her journey with gymnastics. Raisman began by talking about her early career, highlighting how she fell in love with the sport and her determination to make it to the Olympics. Raisman explained how she really disciplined herself for the intense dedication she needed to become the best gymnast in the world. Sounds like a lot of pressure to me. I don't know if I could do it.
I know I definitely could not do it. But you know, it was really cool. She wanted to elaborate how she is the survivor. She uses her platform and her voice to speak up against sexual assault.
Of course.
Raisman said when she learned about the over 150 girls who had been assaulted by Dr. Larry Nassar, she no longer felt like a victim. Instead, she felt like a survivor. And throughout the discussion, she motivated and gave advice in the crowd to people who may have also been victims of sexual assault. And there's no doubt that she left a lasting impression on the UT student body, and Longhorns will be having this conversation for a very, very long time. I feel like.
Wow, very inspirational.
Very inspirational.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have, you know, that beacon of like true inspiration and true strength. Especially, you know, I feel like sometimes life really like it gets you down, and no matter what's happening, you just like you need someone to tell you like, you know, like that strength is within you, and you can do it. You can overcome whatever troubles you're having.
Exactly.
Even if it's just a small trouble, like I don't know what my final is going to be like.
I know. I mean, final season is approaching, Longhorns. That means a lot of long nights studying in the PCO. This week, Cameron Trout and Mercedes Gonzalez traveled to Brenham to explore fun ways to escape the panic. Take a look.
Hey y'all, Cameron here with Mercedes. This week we really wanted to go out and find some fun and interesting things to do outside of Austin for a change, and that were kind of like reasonably priced. We wanted to kind of explore places that you could possibly go right before finals, and so right now we're on our way to Brenham, so let's see how that goes. First, of course, Brenham is known for the Bluebell Ice Cream Factory. This was probably the reason we chose Brenham. We're both huge ice cream fans, even though Mercedes is lactose intolerant, need I remind you. And so first off, we went in and we toured the museum. Then we went into the actual factory with the gift shop and we got our own ice cream. After we were done with the Bluebell factory, we actually decided, hey, while in Brenham, you know, let's go explore the town. So we went out to the actual town of Brenham and walked around the streets. It was really cute and aesthetic everywhere. There was actually a mural that perfectly encapsulated what makes Brenham Brenham. So we spent around 4 hours in Brenham, and yeah, it was just super fun. We're back on the country roads, as you can see, and we'll be back soon, UT. For Good Morning Texas, I'm Cameron Trout.
Damn.
Yeah. That looks so fun, don't you think?
Yes,
I
definitely. It looks
love
yummy.
it. I love ice cream. Do you have a favorite Bluebell flavor?
Yes, so there's a Millennium Crunch. It has caramel, chocolate chunks, and also a little bit of like pecans.
That sounds
Super
so good. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you know what else is super sweet, especially for Beyonce fans, is that she released a new album this morning.
What?
Very, well, not out of the blue, because I believe it came with her
pretty sure she's
documentary on
peppered,
Netflix, but like congratulations
Congrats,
Beyonce fans. Like what a great way to wake up this morning.
Yeah, especially maybe to calm down during finals.
Yeah, just sort of, you know, the rain outside,
moves,
like
yeah.
you can just listen to your Beyonce, like it doesn't matter if it's pouring down rain, you're in a good mood
course.
today. Well, don't go anywhere. After the break, Kayla Peterman shows us how to make cascarones just in time for Easter. Stay tuned.
Extraordinaire, Kayla Peterman. Hey,
Hey girls, I am so glad to be on on here this morning to show you guys a wonderful tradition that kind of made its way into my life a couple years ago with my family, and I hope to be able to show other people how they can incorporate this really fun way to kind of just spice up your Easter and really enjoy yourself with your family in maybe a different way. I did want to ask real quick, did you guys grow up making these at all, or like know about them at all?
I mean, I celebrated Easter, but I've never made them myself.
Okay.
I did not know these were like a thing until like probably the past few years.
Yeah.
I still don't really get their purpose.
That's interesting. I like I had said before, it kind of just made its way into my life randomly. Like I think one Easter we were just sitting at my grandfather's house and he brought them out, and I didn't know what they were at the time, and so I was like, what's going on here? And then as the day went on, of course, I learned more about them and learned that it's just a fun activity and a fun way to put a new spin on Easter, because I know that you can go to church and like do the whole church thing, but for non-secular people, you know, it's a fun way to celebrate the holiday without that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to show you guys kind of the way that I did it. So I don't have the screwdriver on me, but what I did to create the hole right here is I would take a Phillips head and I would twist slightly. You don't want to do it too much because then it'll break too much like this one. And like this one is like the perfect size to be able to fill confetti with it, right? So what you do, you twist and you kind of, you know, when you're like trying to make the hole with a really fragile substance, you just kind of have to twist and finesse it a little bit, right? From there, I just drained the egg. I drained it into a bowl, and if you're really careful and don't get shells in it, you can easily just make scrambled eggs for dinner this way. That way you're not wasting like a whole carton of eggs. But from there, you need to rinse them out really good because that yolk will stick to the confetti, and then like that's no fun. So from there, you drain them out, I rinsed them, and then I dyed them. Some of these turned out better than others, but they're gonna break, so they don't have to look 100% perfect.
Super cute.
So yeah, that's kind of the whole process of making them to get to this step, right? So from there, what I did, I found this confetti at my local grocery store. It's like $1. You can also make your own, and I've seen recently where you can like hole punch leaves to where you have like this biodegradable confetti, right? Yeah, no, that's like a cool way to make it green. This is what I had for me right now though, and this was easier for me, so this is what I chose to do. But from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fill it as much as I want. Thankfully, we have a tablecloth right here, so if that confetti goes anywhere at all,
we can recycle it.
We can recycle it and we can make do with it. So from there, I have it about, I want to say half filled with confetti. You don't want to do too much.
Party foul.
Yeah, party foul, right? You don't want to do too much because then when it breaks, it just clumps up in your hair, and that's not really fun. You don't want a clump of confetti. So from there, we're going to take our Elmer's clear glue. It doesn't have to be Elmer's, but I prefer clear glue because if you use the white glue, it leaves the residue, and it looks a little cleaner this way, right? So from there, I'm really precise. I'm actually going to take one of our extra little tissue papers right here, and I'm going to just squeeze a little dollop. I say little, but I want it a lot.
In the center?
Not in the center. What I'm about to show you is this is just a step. I'm pouring it out right here so that from there I can take my little baby paintbrush, dip it into the glue, and I brush it along the edge right here, right?
This is why you're the crafty extraordinaire. I would just be like,
it just makes it a little bit easier. It's a little bit cleaner.
Try it that way.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to try it the other way and kind of so that we can compare, that would be cool. But from there, it just like you do a thin layer around the hole that you've created.
You don't want to overdo it.
I feel like I got it pretty good.
No, that looks really clean. I like that a lot. And then from there, what I do, I just kind of place and I gently fold over on two sides, and I just fold it down from there. There's no other way for me to really explain it. Wow, I can't talk today. To really explain it, you just have to be really gentle because, as we all know, eggs are very fragile.
They are.
But look, you did it perfect.
Can I have a paper?
Do you want blue or white?
Blue. I'll take it.
We're already making a mess. Already.
It's fine though.
And that's all it really takes.
This is so cute.
Oh my gosh. Can we
Mom,
one
be
of
proud.
these?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is so cute.
Be as gentle or as hard as you want. There we go. And that's all there is to it.
I love it. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna get confetti all over this place. Thank you so much much for teaching us this really fun craft, Kayla. This was
I had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me.
Super fun. Don't go anywhere after the break. Singer Abigail will be performing for us when we get back. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Joining us is singer Abigail Richards. Welcome, Abigail.
Thank you.
How are you doing this morning?
Don't think I've been up this early in about 5 months.
It's tough. I'll tell you. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm from Kentucky, and I'm a freshman here at UT, and I will be performing in the Texas Review on April 27th, so please come see me.
That's awesome. And hey, where can we listen to your music?
So I do have a SoundCloud. I do not know what the exact handle is. Just type in my name. Abigail, the way it's spelled, is not very common, so it should pop right up.
How do you spell it?
Abbigayle.
Okay.
Yep.
Very nice. Okay, well, I know I'm super excited to hear you. I know everyone else is too, so I'm just going to let you play. Take it away.
Thank you. This is a song called Hooked.
Feel
you. And this next one is called Great Expectations. Oh, I want that flower, kind of beautiful, like a full moon when it gets up close, up by the stars and the golden glow, up by the craters and dark holes, but it's still dropping, absolutely heart-stopping, no time to dwell on imperfections. Beauty is beauty, no exceptions. Oh, perfect isn't real to me anymore. Not since I realized deep in love has thorns. But I have nothing but great expectations for you and me. Gonna go far, you'll see. I have nothing but great expectations. Oh, I'll be there and you'll be there for me. Well, my pillow is softer than your chest, and I sleep better in my own bed. But when I'm tired of the world, there's no other place that I would rest. And they say nothing can stay, but we're not golden, babe. We've made far too many mistakes, but we've learned from them, and we're better than when we began. We're walking to the dark hand in hand. But I have nothing but great expectations for you and me. We're gonna go far, you'll see. I have nothing but great expectations. So I'll be there and you'll be there for me. All right, thanks, y'all.
Oh my gosh, Abigail, that was amazing. You're such a talented singer, songwriter. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for coming and performing for us. And thank you for tuning in. Be sure you wake up with us again next week for more UT and Austin news. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter at Good Morning TX for news updates throughout the week. Be sure to tune in later this evening for Tower Talks at 6. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.